Man, I like that track. It's really groovy. It doesn't start that way, but it's pretty good. All right. I want to keep an eye right there, because I walked over here before and there was a dude just like sitting in midair. Oh, these people are all doing furniture stuff. Is there a line? Yeah, there's probably a line. Hey, Jadles. I was grooving to that. I actually really like that one. What did we say? It was open plains? Yeah, open plains. I like how percussive that is with like the banjo kind of feel. But I mean, I have kind of an interesting sense of man, nobody's on duty. Makes sense. This back room is my favorite thing suddenly. Oh, that should not be open. Interesting. Oh, I wonder if that point's gone. Huh. Okay, I think I left open. The changes that I've seen I like a lot. This back room is great. Riding alt is going to be a new kind of thing. I will say I love that there's a sink inside the building instead of out front, and that there's now a horse spot. But the strawberry office just feels so much bigger with this back room now. And the changing station is wonderful. I have yet to get to roads, because yesterday I basically logged in, managed to get into the strawberry tailor surprisingly, and then I plan to. I went from strawberry, checked out the tailor, did a little bit of editing. I need to do some more. Went to the barber in Blackwater, and then came back. And on the way back, I crashed. And then when I loaded back in, I could not. I kept getting booted out of TeamSpeak. But I don't know if rebooting my computer fixed it or Kono fixed something earlier, but I was able to get in earlier just fine. So I'm actually going to go to roads now. Because there's definitely a line for the tailor here now. It's like people finally figured out that there's one there. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Patch application is never going to, like, it's going to be at its best probably in like a week. And by its best, I mean like most of the bugs that will have reared their heads will have done so already. By the way, I need to get a clip to like send in. I was at the top bridge in Strawberry, and there was an NPC sitting in midair, like 2 feet to the right of the bridge, and I wasn't streaming, so I couldn't clip it or anything to send it in. But there's some funny placements of NPCs. I've walked out of the medical office and found an NPC or a local standing on the new horse rail, just leaning against the railing. But I mean, within about a week, like you guys will probably have squished most of the major bugs. Obviously, people are gonna find all kinds of engagement points that probably still need to get wiggled around a little. But it'll also be probably peak engagement from the actual like culture of the culture and community, of just all the people that have been kind of just sitting around waiting to finish their arcs. This is where I'm going to wind up testing myself because I don't actually know if I'm going the right direction. Yep, I am. Okay. Furniture stores. Yeah, no, I'm going to wind up there. I don't necessarily have plans to do it quickly with Moody. But my other character, Abdul, does have plans to wind up at least looking, if not actually getting like a full-on an apartment or two. Like we're talking about using one as an office for some stuff, and I'm gonna not meta. But I honestly haven't been to go look at Flatneck yet, and I want to do that because I spent a lot of time there on my other character before story stuff happened the way that it did, which is funny because it's just shaped the way that I know how to get around places. But no, I'm excited to look at the furniture stores later on. I'm gonna give it probably a little while everybody else is like busy with all that, especially because Moody's not had government money for all that long. So what he has, he's worked for. And we're still trying to fine-tune stuff. Like I got real excited because there's finally some pieces in the outfits that kind of look like your character's a little older. Because the hair colors didn't really change, and there's either like you're gray or white, or you've got fully normal hair color, and Moody's supposed to be somewhere in the middle of those. So I was really excited to see that there's like temple graying going on with a couple of them. Yeah, no, 100%. I was bummed too, because like we've had at least 2 scenes where Margot and Moody like did chat a bunch because Margot was pulling stitches out of him or putting them in before he ever got involved with the Department of Health. But no, I'm excited. It'll be good. I did ultimately decide that I like. We went with one of the good beards. We're gonna do closer. Yeah. It's probably somebody just with a wagon. The beard options now are great. I'm so glad you guys went through and like. It looks to me like they pulled the varying haircut options for Arthur Morgan's beard out and made them each individual things, which I love. That was one of my favorite things about Red Dead 2, was the fact that he could grow his beard and it would just happen and you'd have to go get it cut. So seeing actual like beard styles from that is really, really cool. Speaking as a bearded individual, I had picked one that I just sort of ran with to begin with, because I am actually operating off of a... Oh, that was a wagon in the sky. I am actually operating off of a picture of a relative for kind of what Moody looks like. So it's fun to try and like get close without... It's mostly a mental thing in my head because I moved and I don't know where I put it. I need to actually find the picture, take a picture of it, and post it in the Discord somewhere, because it's a really cool thing to actually have. But one of the things that I'm like paranoid about now is TeamSpeak not working on me suddenly. Because when it kicked me last night, when I came back in, TeamSpeak wouldn't work. But Reset seems to have fixed it. Just rebooting the computer and letting it like, yeah, no, I got what you meant. Rebooting the computer and then letting Red M and Wild kind of like do their thing multiple times feels like it's worked. I have a little bit of an IT background, not a whole lot of one, but I know enough to know that like if it's not working, try restarting it. And that's kind of handled things. I am really curious as to whether this is getting used now. It is. Look at that. This is one of the auction spaces, I guess. Which I'm kind of curious just to go wander through. Oh look, there's somebody now.
Hello.
Howdy, friends. Oh, that's Zoe. Used books. Oh, rad. See, I have to get used to riding the Alt key. Medical books? Dude, we can get medical books. And a ship lantern. This is awesome. Sear wood signs. Shovel. Oh, is this where you can get it? Oh, it's a coal shovel. Okay. It's not a grave shovel. Ballerina painting. This is awesome. Stack of flour sacks. I will get there, especially if they're all different. If they're all different, that's really cool. And I imagine they would be, because the last thing you guys want to do is break immersion by having things just like doubled constantly. An old bourbon crate. That's great. People wandering around carrying stuff is funny to me, though. Butcher ducks. Oh, that's sweet. You can use the sink or hanging gourd tray. This will be interesting when I actually like get into doing this kind of stuff. Because I will do it at some point. I'm like I said, I'm not going to do it on Moody probably, unless somebody's like, "Hey, come live with me." Ooh, what is this? Longing for an unknown home. It's interesting too to me that like things have changed, but they're also, some of them are still exactly the same. Ooh, blacksmith table. That's neat. Gun upkeep to ooh. That is sweet. Barrel of guns. There's just so much stuff, dude. Red and black bowler. Oh, the hats. That's sweet. All right, we're gonna continue on to roads. Because Rhodes has a medical office that's different. It is, like, right now is really cool too, because there's a bunch of people out with like wagons. One of the things that I'm avoiding doing on purpose is playing characters other than Moody right now, because service characters definitely have some kind of a priority, and I don't want to waste space by loading in a different character that's not going to be helpful to people already playing or doing his own thing. Moody feels like a nice, not balance exactly. I do miss with the Discord bot being down right now. I do miss knowing internally whether anybody's on, who is clocked on at the moment. The outside looks the same. There's a fire? What? Why is there a fire? I love this. Oh, it may very well be in a different color. It's dark. Forgive me, Jadles. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. The shortened counter is a wonderful choice. That's great. On the chair. Oh, on the tip line. Yep. Okay. Okay. So we now have 2 beds, a chair, a stool, and a desk. This is great. Ooh, look. Roads. Blank. Thanks for whatever. There's like nobody here now. This is kind of what I was afraid of, is like people would get really... Ooh, okay. Yep, there we go. So the only thing now is that we need like a thing that we can keep these in. I feel like the needle is gonna be... I use the needle, forceps. I use these two a lot. I spent all this time in Strawberry and then wandering into Blackwater and never bothered to walk into the medical office and open the shop. Bench in the chair. So the outside feels the same. I like the crate being there because I like to sit on the crate sometimes. We got the sink here, which does not have an interaction point. Oh no, it does. It's just down further. Okay. I feel like outside is going to be... Oh. Report aggressive makes me think this is a local. Which is an interesting place to put a local. Also, he's down for a long time. Oop. Yeah, verdict is I really like the roads office. It immediately feels bigger somehow. This door is like a bluish color now. The eye chart is a great option, as well as the anatomy posters. It's got to be hard to like place all these things. Oh, and there's a, God bless you, Jadles. There's a changing station in here too. Is there just a changing station now in every medical office? Because, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go to Saint Denis in a second here. Oh, yep, and there's just a dead guy. Weird. Oh, I never did. I wanted some of these. I wanted like wave. No. Standoff? Oh. Gestures. That seems... Oh, and there's multiple applauses. Yeah, I believe it. This is a big change for the UI. I'm excited to try and like remember the alts. Because one of the things that Kadon told me early on was, I asked how he did his salute, which now we have a bunch of salutes. He was like, "Yep, it's basically hat tip." There it is. It's hat tip with no hat on, is the way that he salutes, and he's got it bound to a stream deck. And I was like, well, considering one of the goofy like first rules of being in a medic is like saluting the seniors, which I still think is funny. It's just a great see, here's what I wonder though. Does the handshake... Is the handshake interactive? Like, you just hold it out there until the person comes in and actually shakes? That's a piece that the little that thing doesn't really give you. The little video. Oh, we have a crash. Yep, Magnesium Dawn music. Cool. Wunderbar. I wonder if that was the same one that happened yesterday. Yeah, that's what I was gonna look at. I know Kono's posted one. There's been a lot of stuff posted recently. But yeah, I'll see you, Jadles. I'm gonna stop streaming for now until I get it working. See you, friends.